Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. However you receive this, whenever you receive this, I just hope that one person receives it and finds it in their heart and soul to pass it on to a person whom it might be of value to. My name is Reverend Tyo Smith, and I hail from Alexandria, Virginia. Among many things that I've done in this life and been afforded by the Most High to do, I've been a community organizer, and it is through my community organizing that I want to offer 5 essential things that we have to keep in mind after we have engaged in this justice movement for Eric Garner and brother Michael Brown. At the end of the day, it is awesome that the divine and universal spirit of God has moved the people to willingly stand on the front lines and confront the issues at hand. It's a blessing to see various denominations and various genres and nationalities and socioeconomically different people stand on the front line for an issue such as African American involvement with law enforcement and the toxic relationship that has developed over the years. It's been a long overdue conversation, and it's sad that we have to come to this point at a time when 2 brothers' lives are taken, or a few brothers' lives are taken, in order to get to a dialogue about it. But I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad that people are engaging in that. But after the demonstrations, all the walk-ins, the sit-ins, the walkouts, the boycotts, after all of that, the question that I have for everybody participating in all of these events, including myself, is what's next? What do you do after all of the outrage has been voiced, all of the concern has been voiced, the spotlight has been shined on the issue? What's next? I think the greatest thing that we can do is we can go back and organize our communities to figure out and to make change on what's next. There are 5 things, just 5 quick things that I would like to share with you that can help you organize your community in order to get it in a situation that it can actually make change in your community. The first thing I need you to do, after you decided to remain galvanized by asking yourself what's next after all of this boycotting and marching and picketing and everything, the first thing you got to ask yourself is, what do I want in my community? What do I want in my community? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Once you ask that question, you can define then what is justice according to what you need. In my community, African American males are in double-digit unemployment. That's an issue that I take to the powers that be to make sure that we are consistently as a society addressing that issue in my community. So the first thing that you have to do after everything is to ask yourself, what do I want to see changed in my community? The second thing is you have to ask yourself who has the power. In my community, it's a commonwealth, so there's a lot of different people who hold power, but you have to designate who are those people who can actually make tangible changes in your community that are going to benefit the issues that you have and the issues that the people that you know have. The third thing that I need you to do is, how can I get what I want? What strategically can I do to get what I want? It's a strategy to have a national justice movement of sit-ins and boycotts to shine awareness on the issue of police and African American interaction in communities. That's a movement, but you have to have a host of those in order to oftentimes get what you want. So the third thing I need you to do is to figure out how you can get what you want. The fourth thing I need you to do is, how can I build a coalition, or who's out there who can help me? There's a ton of people across many different lines of generational lines, of socioeconomic lines, denominations, in the name of ecumenicalism. There's a lot of different ways that you can go, but what I'm saying is you have to have a coalition of people who share the same walk that you have, the same issues and concerns that you have across all dynamics that you can walk up to, that you can sit down with, and that you can help. So the fourth thing that I need you to ask yourself is, who can help me to get what it is that I want? The last thing I need you to figure out then is, what resources do I have, and or movements can I make to get everything that I want to change in my community? Most importantly, these 5 things will only get you discussion topics at a table. It would only get you to a point of realizing that you can affect change in the smallest form that you can do. You can affect change in your local city hall. You can affect change in your local town hall. You can affect change in your local school. You can affect change in your church. You can affect change through your church. You can affect change in a lot of different ways. But there are just 5 things that you need to do to organize yourself, to organize a movement, to be a change agent in their own community. I thank God for the opportunity to share this with whomever who listens, and feel free to email me at any time at revtailsmith@gmail.com. That's revtailsmith@gmail.com. I thank you. I hope that you're having a blessed time in whatever time you receive this. And I just, again, I am hopeful that folks who are on the front line can sit down after everything is done and ask themselves, what's next?